Stand in Uttanasana. Let your shoulders fall down and back. Find yourself evenly balanced between the soles of the feet, peeling the toes up and away, and then let them settle back down to the mat, grounded to the earth. Chin level. Sweeping the arms up overhead, palms set together and gazing upwards at your thumbs. Inhale. And as you exhale, swan diving forward and down. Bending your knees as much as you need to in this first forward fold, bringing the forehead in towards your knees. Straighten out your legs and place your palms to your shins or to the mat. Long neck, long spine, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold again, bent knees. A long step back with your right leg. Set your knee to the mat. Settle the flatness of the foot to the floor. Keep your spine long and your gaze forward. Palms underneath the shoulder line, curl underneath the toes and lift away your grounded knee. Stepping back to a high plank, engage your core. Setting both knees down to the mat and lower chest, chin. Settle your body to the mat and loop the shoulders down and back and lift the kneecaps up and away, baby Cobra. Lower your heart towards your mat. Pushing the mat away, come back to your knees and curl under the toes and raise your hips, downward facing dog. Taking a long step forward with your right leg. Left knee sits to the mat. Long spine, long neck, gaze forward. Curling underneath the back toes, lift away the knee and stepping forward and exhale as you fold. Perhaps you straighten the knees out this time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold once again. And then inhaling, swan diving all the way up, the palms set together and you gaze upwards towards your thumbs. And draw your thumbs down to your heart center. Now let's flow again. Inhale, sweeping upwards with your arms, gaze up. Exhale as you fold. Remember, you can bend your knees as much as you need to. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Palms flat, stepping back long with your left leg this time, knee to the mat. Sweep your arms up skywards this time. Low lunge. Setting your palms together and interlace your fingers and then turn the palms up to face the sky and really push the palms upwards. Feeling that opening in your body, the stretching through your thighs, your shoulders, your spine, full body stretch, like we're making up a yawn in our body. Your hands fall forward and down, and then shift your hips backwards and peel those front toes up and away from the mat, half split pose. You can stay on your fingertips or flatten your palms down. Keep your hips even. We tend to rock back into one hip more than the other. Then we're going to shift forward, curl those back toes under, knee lifts, step back, high plank, engage your core. Set both knees to the mat and we lower chest and chin. We lift the heart away, we lift the kneecaps away from the mat. Lower your heart. Coming back to the knees as we curl under the toes and float the hips high. A little bit longer hold in our downward facing dog this time, feeling the stretch in the backs of the thighs. And then step that left foot through. Opposite knee sets to the mat. Gazing forward, reach your fingertips high. Palms set together. Interlace your fingers. Palms face upwards and really push them upwards. Stretch the shoulders, spine, chest, hips. Breathe. Floating forward and down. And then shift your hips backwards as you curl away the front toes. Shifting back forwards, knee over ankle, curl under the back toes as you float away the knee and then step forward. Exhale as we fold. We should be feeling a little freer in the spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, swan dive all the way up, gaze upwards. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now let's flow again, adding on a different set of movements this time. Folding. Halfway lift, lengthening forward. Exhale as we fold, lengthening down. Long step back, right leg. Keep that knee lifted this time, gazing forwards. Engage your legs, strengthen your core. As you come into a high lunge this time, fingertips high, shoulders over your hips. Again, we set the palms together, interlacing the fingers, and push the palms skywards. Releasing and set your fingertips back down to the mat, hands under the shoulder line. Stepping back to a high plank, now something different this time, turning across to the outside edge of your right foot. Then float that arm up to the sky, high plank, side plank. Setting that palm back down, rock forward and again onto your toes, and we're moving across to the opposite side, outside edge of the left foot. Set both palms back down under the shoulder line, high plank, engage your core, something different, rock forward on your toes, lower chaturanga, upward facing dog instead of a baby cobra, but you always have baby cobra to come back to. Curl underneath the toes, raise the hips, downward facing dog. Taking a step through with your left leg this time. Gazing forward, fingertips high, palms set together. Feel that stretch yawn your body. Fingertips settle down to the mat, and we step that back leg forward as we fold in half. Coming into a different movement here. So we're going to bend our knees and lower the hips. Sweep the fingertips high, Uttanasana, chair pose. Gazing upwards between your fingertips. Draw your knees back towards your heels, stay low in the hips. Hold and breathe. Straightening out the body, and we swan dive forward and down. Halfway lift. Exhale as we fold. Long step back, right leg, followed by the left, high plank. Engage your core, lower all the way down, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Hold and breathe. Bring the tops of your big toes closer together. Stay even weighted through your palms as you float the right leg high. Keep the foot flexed and the toes pointing down towards the mat. And then we're going to bend that lifted leg and draw the heel in towards the buttocks. Keep your gaze lifting underneath that shoulder. Straighten out the leg, foot is flexed, toes pointing down. Really push out through your heel. And then let that leg settle back down. Big toes together. Push down through your palms and your right foot as you lift the left leg. Foot stays flexed, toes pointing down. Bending that knee and opening out through the hip. Straightening out your knee. Push the flatness of that foot to the wall behind you. Allow your lifted leg to settle back down to the mat. And then just walk your feet in slightly closer towards your wrists. And then we're going to take our left hand and sweep it across to the outside edge of our right foot. If you can't reach the ankle, place your foot down in front of your hand down in front of your toes. Bringing that palm back, swapping sides. Palm comes back. Breathe into your downward facing dog. Take your knees wide and open to the outside edges of the mat, big toes together. Let your hips fall back to your heels and your heart to lower down to the mat. Wide leg child's pose. We have a few more poses to go just to open up through the spine before we head out into our day. So let the arms travel back by the sides of the body, staying wide just for a moment through the arm line. And then we're going to interlace the fingers behind our back. So we're going to lift the arms up and away from the floor. You're interlacing your fingers and draw the knuckles up towards the ceiling above your shoulder line. Arms fall back down and sweep back in front of you, reaching out through your fingertips to the top edge of your mat, coming onto your knees, and bring your knees together, big toes together, and keep the arches of the feet lifted. Set the hips to the heels, take your palms to the soles of your feet, bring your forehead right in towards your knees, crown of the head to the mat, and then lift the hips up and away, rounding the spine, rabbit pose. Hands connected to the soles of the feet. Releasing, keep the knees together, hips to the heels, arms by the sides of the body, palms facing up, child's pose. Breathe into it. I hope this has set you off really beautiful for the start of your day. Thank you for practicing with me, and I'll see you again soon. Namaste.